Hi everybody, this is my final report, update on the Lindberg Concord Stage Coach, and it's a 1/16 scale. And like the box says, it's definitely over 2 feet long. I actually made it a little longer so I could accommodate more of a diorama than what they suggest in the instructions. So we'll give you a little bit of a look at it, and then maybe we'll talk a bit about some of the materials and things like that I used. I know this has been a while since I did my last update, but life happens. There's been lots going on, not always the best of things, but life goes on, and sometimes you have to put these kind of things on the shelf for a bit. But I hope to get back to some more modeling with upcoming appreciation builds, etc. Anyway, we'll take a little bit of a look at the stagecoach itself. The stagecoach is more like a traditional build like you would do on a model car or whatever. There really is two main sections, as I pointed out before. There's the carriage itself and the coach itself. So you kind of put them together separately, which is a fun way to do it. And then you can add in the other features as you need to. The one thing I really liked about this kit was it gave you a lot of things to work on. And one of them was simply the characters that were part of it. There's a lady inside the coach. And if I'm a bit wobbly, I'm not really a cameraman. And then behind her is her gentleman friend. And then over on the other side is probably a captain or someone like that from the Union Army. Naturally, up on the coach itself is the fellow driving the coach and his partner with his trusty rifle ready for any kind of bad action, which we'll see they do run into. And there you can see the bad guy. And I chose to put him kind of up on the front of the diorama. And he's up on a bit of a pedestal here. And at the end, I'll show you some of the materials I used to make this. The idea being that this horse that he used, or not horse, but the branch that he used was supposed to scare the horses, and obviously it did that, because this front horse is definitely looking on the scared side. What I tried to do is create each horse a little bit different, different coloration. It was fun to put together, fun to paint. I think the hardest part is and you can see them there, the chains and such that you had to, you got a piece of chain and you had to cut it out, and then you had to pinch the little hooks. Well, with my old shaky hands, that took a lot of effort. But it was, again, a lot of fun, and I would highly recommend the Lindberg kit. The diorama itself is a piece of board that they even tell you in the instructions what to do. The only thing I did was I added from my local Home Depot a nice little bit of a carved wood trim on it to give it more of a furniture effect, if you like, for the base. The carving was more expensive than the wood itself. The overall length is probably about 37 inches. Like I said, more than 2 feet. So I'm going to show you a little bit more close-ups and probably stop talking for a bit. Most of the materials I used were either from the dollar store for some of the diorama or acrylic paints, airbrushed in most cases and hand painted on a lot of the, obviously on the figures, the characters themselves. I also used a product, it's a white modeling clay for parts of the diorama. I just wanted to point out that the instructions are very good and in a lot of detail. And it's wise to break them out in sections as it says and to follow them very carefully, because if not, you can get very confused pretty fast. And where I found the most difficulty, like I said, was with some of the harnessing and hooking the chains together and that type of thing, which was all part of the final putting together on the base itself. Well, it's been a fun build. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a video on the Concord. And if you get a chance to get this model, I suggest you do it, because it was a lot of fun, but frustrating at times. Thanks very much for watching. As you can see, I'm not much of a film producer, but I certainly did enjoy putting this out for you. Thank you very, very much. Bye-bye.